welcome to Cedar Hill Country Market. Today I'm going to show you how we make our coasters. And I can't seem to keep these on the website very long. People buy them, and maybe because of the price, maybe because of the quality. I'm hoping it's both. So I'm using a fabric that's got like coffee mugs, latte on it. And I'm going to use a beige or off-white for the bottom of the coaster. And I'm going to cut these 5x5s and 5x5 squares. Excuse me. So I'm just going to use my ruler here. The seasons are changing and it's affecting my allergies. I apologize. So I'm going to, this is a 6-inch ruler, and I'm just going to cut using my guide, leaving this void right here, making sure that my material is lined up, and I'm going to make a 5-inch cut with my rotary cutter, and making sure every single thing is straight. And then I'm going to cut it this way. I'm going to do the exact same thing. Making sure, looks like this side is going to be 6-inch mark. Making sure that this is going to give me really good coverage on the back. And I can always trim them up. I just want to make sure okay. All right. What I'm going to do is just use the next one so that I get them really close and exact. Now we offer 4 coasters in a pack, so I'm doing 4 of these. And again, this will be my top, this will be my bottom. And we're going to sew these really almost identically like we sew the hot pads that we have available on the website. But we're not going to use the reflectant type. We're going to use just regular quilting batting in between these. We make several types of coasters, but this is one that's the most economical for people to buy. And I usually just line up my fabric and cut around my batting like this. And then you're going to want to put your top piece face down. So if this were a printed version, you'd want print sides together or right sides together. All right. Okay, so we would go ahead and sew around like that. Make a 1/4 inch seam all the way around. We're going to leave a 1.5 to 2 inch opening so that we can flip the coaster inside out, and then we'll sew a top stitch around it. We also quilt these sometimes on the sewing machine, and you can do that in a variety of ways. You can use seams that go lengthwise and horizontal. but it's really difficult unless you use 2 pieces of batting to quilt both sides. So typically what I do if I quilt the top portion, and the bottom portion is unquilted. These are going to be washable, able to stick in the washing machine if they get stained by any tea or coffee or any kind of drink. And you can use Scotchgard to prevent stains, but they're fairly easy to wash, and if you press them, they lay perfectly. They last for a very long time. So I'm going to get the batting cut out for all of these. I'm going to go sew one so that you can see them completely finished. And I'm not going to carry to the sewing machine. There's a lot of setup with the camera, but I'm going to go sew a 1/4 inch seam all the way around. Okay, so I've sewn all the way around this right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip off the corners so that they stand upright. They don't buckle underneath there. You could do that with a rotary cutter too. And I'm also going to trim off. I'm going to get as close to this stitching as I possibly can. Whoops, can't keep the scissors. Alright, we're going to take our coaster and we're going to flip it inside out. To try and push the corners out. Alright, as you can see, I've quilted the top of this, and we're going to go ahead and press make these really pretty. When they're pressed up really nice, they look so nice. Okay, we're going to take our fabric and we're going to fold it in so that the line is really straight, or the seam on the end is really straight. Gonna press that, give it some steam. These make excellent stocking stuffers, and everybody can use a coaster. I mean, it's always great to protect your stuff, and you know, condensation always happens on glasses when you have ice in them in the summertime, or tea. Just even the bottom of this insulates the bottom of your cup, and it does keep your beverages just a little bit warm, a little tiny bit longer than normal. Alright, I'm going to go sew and a top stitch all the way around this. Alright, I've sewn all of the coasters, and they're all ready. There's a
I'll
set
show
of
you what
4
all
of
of
them
look like in a
and I've
stack.
just stitched
And
around the
finish.
edging like that on each one. And you need to make sure and trim off all your strings that you need. And then what I do is when we sell them, I stack them catty corner like that. Now, a really great gift idea is to throw these into a mug. When you sell them, you can, if you're running a business and you want to make these little coasters, you can put them with a mug, or you can sell them separately. A set of 4 typically go from anywhere from $7 to $10, depending on the amount that the type of quality of fabric that you're using, the price of the fabric. You're going to want to make sure and divvy out all of your material costs and then the time it takes you to make it. The average time it takes me to make 4 coasters is around 20 minutes. So you can also, before I put the ribbon on, I better talk about this. You can also personalize them. Like you can add a graphic. I have a vinyl cutter, and I'm able to make graphics for these, or words to put on here. Another great idea is to put, your my cup of tea, or laugh, or enjoy, or warm and toasty. Any kind of wording on here it would be great. But be careful on the type of products that you're using, because remember, you're going to set a coffee mug or something hot on this, more than likely, or even something cold, and you don't want the graphic to come up. So if you're using the iron-on type, I would steer away from that, and just let your fabric be the focal point. Iron-ons typically don't wash very well, and we don't use them. But if you're using a professional heat press with a professional cutter, and you're in that business, then these are going to be just a great idea for you to use for those. And gonna go ahead and put the ribbon on here to show you how they're packaged on the website. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. The coasters are a great idea for holiday stocking stuffers. They're just a great idea. They're economical. They say that you thought about them, and certainly they're a good way to say thank you to somebody. I'm going to need to seal the ends of this with a lighter. I don't know where my lighter is right now. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll shop our website at Cedar Hill Country Market, where we offer these coasters and many more styles and patterns for you to choose from. But I would say act quickly, because the moment I email people who've bought coasters before, I usually sell out very quickly. So if you get to the website and they're not there, it's just because they've already sold out. So thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Everybody have a blessed day, and find somebody to bless.